right, here we are, downtown Las Vegas, 1 month into this self-isolation quarantine experience, and we came out to finally get some amazing shots and kind of cruise the strip and see what it looks like. It's been pretty sick, right?
Yeah, it's kind of eerie to see the heart of Las Vegas completely empty.
Like people riding bikes without any problem. That's a dream come true in a way.
The entire family, like family of four, riding a bike, no problem at all.
Yeah,
no traffic.
Such a trip. You know, with this self-isolation experience, this exercise in trying to minimize this virus, a lot of people have been asking questions about real estate. You've been getting a lot of activity, man.
Yeah, so biggest question is what's going to happen with the market? You know, should they wait to buy later? Should we wait to, when the housing market crashes?
What's the expectation?
That's some of the expectations, is that that's what a lot of people are sadly are hoping for.
Well, so let's break the tough news first. There is a big difference between recession versus a crash. What happened in 2009 and 10 will take years to develop. Right now, what we're looking at is 30 to maybe 60 days of isolation. And if we get back on track, the economy was doing some amazing things at the beginning of the first quarter, and we should pick up right back where we left off. That is assuming we do a staged rollout, because we're definitely not going to be jumping right back into this springboard of action. But the strength in the economy is still there. There should definitely be no problem, especially in the housing market. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're seeing even in this stage, there's still buyers, there's still sellers. It hasn't stopped. That's a key difference, especially with the metric from 10 years ago when everybody's expecting this crash. It took at least 4 years for prices to drop 62.5%. So unless we see this linger on for another year and a half or two, then we'll have to talk about that at that time. But right now, as long as we hit this stage response, man, we're going to be fine.
I just posted a video yesterday on my Instagram talking about how there was over like 600 new listings, or almost 600 new listings in the last 7 days as of yesterday. There was almost 500 that went into contract, and like 300 that closed, that sold, transferred ownership. So the market is still moving. You're still seeing quite some activity. And if you can buy in today's market, then you are fortunate because you are going to get a killer rate. I just got 2 buyers in at a 2.8% interest rate, which is unheard of.
And keep in mind, in March, we had 2 months inventory. We were in a desperate state because there wasn't enough listing or activity on there. And so for us to get back to a neutral market, we still have more buyers that need to come on board, and we're starting to see more activity on the listing side. So the market is still strong on the housing front. It just isn't going up as aggressively as it was before.
I just want to clarify that 2 months is a healthy market should have 6 months of inventory. So 2 months, that means that it was really more of a seller's market than it was a buyer's market. And so you were seeing a lot of competition, a lot of buyers out there putting a lot of offers. I know I had a couple buyers that got bid out. We went and looked at multiple properties and they just couldn't find, or they couldn't get an offer accepted. And so that was a little bit of a challenge. So 2 months was just a crazy
that's what I mean by desperate.
Yeah, it was desperate, definitely.
Buyers were, getting outbidded, and we're back to that 2017-18 experience of, cash over list price and so forth. So, yeah, so we're definitely looking at several months away to before we even have to be worried about anything in the housing front on that, and take advantage of the rates if you can. A little topic on what people need to do now, especially if someone has been furloughed or has lost their position on unemployment. A lot of questions is, do they want to do some sort of forbearance or something? And there should be some extreme caution done with that. I mean, honestly, if you can pay your house, pay your house. Take care of your necessities and let the other things kind of roll off into the next month, because there's nothing more secure than having your house. If you have equity and you're in a position where you're able to sell and move into something, well, then that might be a good opportunity for you to look at that as well. But as far as your expenses go, don't let your house payment go.
Dave Ramsey was saying how your mortgage or your rent should be the priority. Other things like your car payment, your credit cards, all those, especially credit cards, they have a lot more to lose if you decide to not pay, so they're going to work with you a lot better than your landlord is, than your mortgage company. So with the forbearance programs, they're gonna be balloon payments. So wherever you defer, at the end of that deferment payment, or the period, you're going to have to pay the full amount. So multiply your mortgage times however many months you're going to defer that by, and that could be a significant amount. And if you don't pay, they can start a foreclosure process. So skip on your credit card, skip on your auto payment, but always have a place to live. I mean, this is just some advice that I read from Dave Ramsey, which is, I mean, he's a guru when it comes to finances. So
Yeah, very good. Yeah. Well, I mean, so we know that the world has changed, and what we step back into after all this is going to be different than what we thought of before. Normal, I guess we can say what we grew up with. It's probably not going to happen, but that's not a bad thing. We just let's embrace it. Let's move on to the next step, and let's carry on, as they say.
yeah, I mean, there's not much that we can do other than ride the wave, and just wanted to kind of excited to see how all the casinos, how all the other businesses kind of take a process, a phase of reopening Vegas, because we can't just go back from being in quarantine to
Springboard back into it.
yeah, just a normal day in Vegas, because that's not going to happen for quite some time. So let us know what you guys think about the economy. Let us know what you guys think about the housing market, and any questions or concerns, we'll be happy to address them.
Drop them in the comments. Vegas.
And don't forget to subscribe.